74. How do I ensure that the progressive discipline is fair?
In addition to the 4 golden rules of progressive discipline, there are other considerations you need to make on a case-by-case basis. Review this litmus test anytime you're about to engage in the disciplinary process. You've got to be consistent in the application of your own rules. In other words, look not only to your written policies but also to your past practices when handling similar types of offenses. The discipline must be appropriate for the offense. Be sure to fit the company's response to the seriousness of the infraction. Employees should be given an opportunity to respond. Each employee deserves to tell her side of the story before disciplinary action is taken. Therefore, as a general rule, you should conduct the meeting first, explain the purpose of the meeting, listen to the employee's side of the story, and then write the disciplinary memo. You should also encourage employees to document their version of the story for the record. Include a sentence in the written warning that states, "I recognize that you may have your own ideas for improving the situation at hand. Therefore, I encourage you to provide your performance improvement plan input and suggestions on a separate sheet of paper if you wish." Discipline can't be administered in a vacuum. Disciplinary memos must be tied logically to prior written records in an employee's file. Therefore, always review prior warnings and performance reviews, and acknowledge consistencies and discrepancies in prior records. Tell me more. Remember one additional rule that will always help you administer discipline fairly. Always ask yourself, how would I respond if my best performing employee committed the same error? If you would respond the same way with your best performer as you would now with an employee who's having difficulty meeting job expectations, then you know that you're responding fairly. On the other hand, if it appears that you may be acting more harshly with your current worker than you would with others, then reconsider your actions before moving forward. A caveat here, of course, is that similar infractions need not be handled identically. You reserve the discretion to consider an employee's prior service, overall performance, and prior discipline when evaluating new infractions. For example, a newly hired employee who engages in inappropriate workplace conduct by offending someone's ethnicity or sexual orientation may be dismissed immediately. That same behavior from a 10-year employee without similar prior incidents may merit a written or final written warning instead of outright discharge. It has your responsibility as the employer to match the discipline to the offense.